Yeah, I'm gonna have to start over on this one. It's called A Time Capsule. I yeah, middle school and high school self me. And I'm gonna read um everything I wrote in my junior high yearbook. I had this time capsule here from my evergreen book that I wrote personally, and I'll reflect on some things that you may think I'm cool for. Number one, my name is Hannah Fungi. My best friend was Rachel Chapman, so that was the truth because we kind of, you know, was together that last year because she was in keyboard, keyboard percussion, and so was I. We were in marching band together. My last year and her first year in the marching. We were in the symphonic band. Oh yeah. So when we were in marching band, I had to tell her everything that you know, everything that goes on because I was there a little bit before she was. So all the stuff that goes on, and how sometimes there's gonna be, depending on the location, that parents have to bring our stuff, or they'll have to have us on the ground somewhere. That was the funniest thing we got ourselves into. And secondly, we were on the sidelines playing the music for the marching music, everything. So, literally. My worst enemy was Jason Rewett. Okay, this is a short tale that my middle school self wrote this because this guy was a troublemaker in school. I remember every time he was on the bus, the driver had to slowly yell at him to get him to stop and get him to behave. Yeah, because he's the one troublemaker that he always has to get a write-up for. He always has to, get the darn principal over. And everybody gets all ticked off and annoyed. It's the darn truth, if you want to know. I hung out with Miss Adatoff, which is Mrs. Salmon, because I didn't have a lot of friends back then. So it was like kind of for me. I kind of kept to myself, so that's why it kind of. I had a big crush on Aaron, but now we're just gonna be friends, so that's kind of true. My favorite teacher was Mr. Salmon and Mr. Eunice. Yeah, I was a band nerd, and I'm just going to admit how band was my favorite subject. Even in college, the ensembles and lessons were my favorite classes. And I liked everything in between. So there it goes. The book was my favorite book. I was only into pictures, so it was scrapbook and yearbooks. That was true. The movie with Beverly Hills Chihuahua, which was why did I chose a Disney movie? I don't know. My favorite color was pink, which it still is pink. I haven't changed my mind since then, so let's put it the nice way. My favorite food is red beans and rice. My favorite TV show was Hannah Montana. My brand of shoe was Reeboks. I didn't play sports, so I wasn't sports active, but I was in band, so that was the thing. The thing I'll never forget about the year, and those are the good years that I was involved in symphonic band, and we went to state for two of those years. I was even there. And the one year I wouldn't forget it was a season of 2009 season, 2008 2009, and when we went to state, it had Superior for the first time in so many years because we kind of had some directors here and there that wasn't the best. you know. And plus, it was a different time, plus a different group of kids that entered, you know. And we had a group of very talented musicians, including my own self in there. So we went into that situation. So yeah, I did have my share of having district festival at Nicholls State University. If you ever want to know my ordeal with that, go check out the other videos that have that when we played there. That's what you'll know. And then note that ninth grade year was the most memorable because a lot of us went to high school the following year after. And what happened was we had one superior in both in a superior in a sense. You had a one in on stage. And it has to be through all three judges. You had three judges. They decide on a score on based on the categories. Let's say the and each state can kind of be different, but this one it has to be unanimous. It has to be all three judges to be on ones. But I tell you one thing, that's the true thing. And if you have a one, and also you do get judged in sight reading. I last checked that rule. That you have to have a one on the stage and a one in the sight reading. You go for you can get a superior. At the district level, if you go to state, it would have to be I think a one and a one on stage, one on sight reading, you get a superior at the district level. And if you happen to get a two, it has to be in the sight reading field. And I'm sorry about that again. It just asked about something. But the least thing I wanted to forget, whatever I want to forget during my middle school self was computer lab during math time. Cause I hated math, and I definitely hated computers. Yeah, that's the one thing that's so annoying. Cause I felt like, what the heck is going on? Why are we being graded? And the thing I wanted to do when I was growing up back in those times is be a band director. Which I know I'm having so much trouble with. I have a college degree and I'm trying to get that life started.